What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here, and we're here today on this Thursday, or depending on when you're watching this video. Maybe we've already had Money in the Bank, and maybe we've had Heat Wave. We will be doing a Heat Wave preview show also, so go check that out. But we're here right now to talk about the 5 matches that are going to go down at Money in the Bank. I'm going to give you my predictions, and I'm going to tell you who I think's going to win. Remember, guys, we'll be live back here this Saturday for Money in the Bank. We'll be live Sunday for Heat Wave. We'll be doing our live streams again. I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos. I know it's kind of a break, not really, because I'm still putting stuff out. But I will tell you guys, not having to go live has given me a good enough break because I still love making content. So here we are, and we're going to talk about those 5 matches. So what are those 5 matches that are going to go down? Well, we got Bron Breakker taking on Sami Zayn for the IC title. We got a 6-man tag team match featuring the Bloodline 2.0 and Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. We got Damian Priest taking on Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got the men's Money in the Bank matches. It's LA Knight. Yeah. It is Chad Gable. Main event, Jey Uso. Can I get a yeet? We got Andrade. We got the one and only chosen one himself, Drew McIntyre. And Melo don't miss because Melo is money. And Carmelo Hayes, is going to try to make a statement. So, those are the 5 matches that we have that will be going down here today. So, we're going to go over them. I'm going to talk about them. This show is probably going to be about as long or maybe a little shorter than the Forbidden Door show and the, I forgot what other show we did here. But a little shorter preview show, guys, but we'll be back for our live preview shows for SummerSlam and the upcoming pay-per-views and AEW pay-per-views. So let's not waste no more time, and let's get into these matches that will be going down. And if you're wondering why my hat is very, light, it's because the thing above me, I need to put my tint up. I have not put my green screen up officially yet, so you'll have to wait till Saturday to see all the blurriness go away. But that is why it is like that. We're putting a tint, so hopefully that is good by Saturday. But for right now, we're just going to keep it that way. So let's get to the first match, and it is the match I just showed you. It is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It is LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, and Jey Uso, and Andrade going all and at it, one for all and all for one for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Well, I will say this. I think that it's very interesting to see how they play this out, to see how everything does go, and to see what happens with this. Because I think that obviously Chad Gable's doing the thing with the Wyatt Six, and he's doing the stuff with Otis and Maxine. Andrade is the speed champion. LA Knight probably facing Logan Paul at SummerSlam. I would love to see Carmelo Hayes win, and I think Drew McIntyre is going to get screwed. So that only leaves one man, and I think that's going to be Jey Uso. So I'm going to say Jey Uso wins, and we do see Yeet in the Bank, but I'm going to say that there is a big chance that we possibly see a Carmelo Hayes win. So I'm going to stay with Jey, but I'm going to say there's a chance that Carmelo Hayes walks out with the win, and he walks out as Melo really is money, and Melo don't miss at all. So I can't wait to see it. I think this match also does start off the show, and I cannot wait to see what happens with it. So it's going to be a good match. They're going to tear the house down. But I'm going to say Jey Uso wins and walks out as Mr. Yeet, Money in the Bank. So now let's get to the next match, and it is for the Intercontinental Champion. It is Bron Breakker taking on Sami Zayn for that Intercontinental Champion. We obviously saw Sami beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Gunther is now King of the Ring, going to see who wins against Damian Priest and Seth Rollins later on in this show to see who he will face at SummerSlam. So we've seen Bron Breakker come up. He's destroyed every jobber, I think, that is known to man. And now they're finally putting him in a match with the one and only Chad Gable for the IC title. I think that there's a big chance Bron Breakker wins. The way they're pushing him, the way they're making him look so strong, the way that they're making him look, the way that they're making him look, because the runaround spears around the rings are absolutely amazing. And the scenery and how fast this man can move is on a totally different level. So I think that there's a big chance that Bron Breakker does win. So I'm going to say Bron Breakker does win and walk out as your new Intercontinental Champion. Nothing against Sami Zayn, but I just do not believe that they would put Bron Breakker in a title match this early to have him lose it. Because I think he's going to win the match, and then we're going to see him have a very good title reign, kind of like a Gunther. Maybe not as long, but I think he's going to continue the prestige of the IC title. And then maybe we see Bron Breakker and Sheamus, and maybe Sheamus gets his Grand Slam. Or maybe John Cena, Bron Breakker. I know John Cena, Bron Breakker was a match that we were predicting like a couple years ago that we could possibly see. So I think Bron Breakker's going over against Sami Zayn. So Bron Breakker going to pick up the win. Now let's get to the 6-man tag team match. It's Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, RKO, as they team up with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes, as they are taking on the team of Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa. In our simulation, Willie and I, if you are watching this on Thursday, you may have already watched the simulation video, but Willie and I used Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa because I did not know that Jacob Fatu was actually going to be in this match. So I didn't think he would be, but I guess they put Tonga Loa out there. They said, you're the muscle tonight. So Tonga Loa is going to be on the sideline as we see Jacob Fatu's debut in the main roster. So I think the way, just like we did it in WWE 2K24, I think we should have this match be a tornado tag team. I see them just beat the hell out of each other for a good old-fashioned 15-20 minutes, and let's just see them beat the crap and just destroy each other all around Money in the Bank. So in the end, and after this is all said and done, I'm going to say the Bloodline 2.0 wins unless we see a Roman Reigns, a Rock, maybe somebody else come out. I think that is the only way that we see them win, and I think that is the only way that we see the Bloodline lose, I should say. The only way I see them losing is if somebody else comes out to help Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens. And that could very well be happening because they are trying to make this a bigger pay-per-view than they usually do because obviously it's in Toronto. I think I even heard them possibly making Money in the Bank 2 nights. I don't know how I feel about that, but this match is going to be very good. But I'm going to say Bloodline 2.0 wins, unless if there's shenanigans. So let's get to the women's Money in the Bank match. And this is where it gets interesting because we got a woman that could go back-to-back in Io Sky. We got a person that never has won it, Naomi. Zoe Starks just qualified, has been in another Money in the Bank match. But the other 3 women have never been in a Money in the Bank match. We have Lyra Valkyria. We got the one and only, the perfect one herself, Chelsea Green. And then we got, you know what time it is, guys. It ain't Tino times right now because it's Tiffy time as Tiffy's taking over Tino's time. So, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Zoe Starks, Naomi, and Io Sky. 6 women going to go out there, destroy each other, hopefully have a bunch of ladders. Hopefully they don't glitch like they do in the game. Imagine real life glitching. That would be so funny. But they are not going to do any of that. We're going to see them go up and have themselves some near falls, near finishes, some jumping off the ladders. At least I hope so. I hope for the men and the women, I hope we see that. So I'm going to say, after the dust settles and after it's all said and done, I'm going to say that either Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton win. But I'm going to say that my final pick is going to be Chelsea Green. I've been saying Tiffany. I think Tiffany very well could win. But I don't know. Whatever's going on with Chelsea, I think they're going to capitalize on this. And I think that Chelsea Green is going to win Mrs. Money in the Bank. And we're going to see Chelsea Green walk out and have herself a good one. And then run around Raw like a maniac and pretend to cash in, but never cash in. And maybe she keeps it all the way to next year's Money in the Bank. And maybe she cashes in on the night of because she has no other choice. So, Chelsea Green going to win Money in the Bank. So, let's talk about that main event now. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, or WWE Champion if you want to call it that. It is Damian Priest, that champion, taking on the one and only Seth freaking Rollins. Or when we go to Netflix, Seth effing Rollins, the F word, maybe we see that. I don't know. But these two going to go at it and have themselves a good one. And I think that this could go either way. We're going to see either JD and Dom, maybe Liv, or maybe we just see Finn come out. I think Judgment Day is going to be involved. I think that we could see, I didn't say it when we were talking about the men's Money in the Bank, but I could very well see us having them go out there and having Drew McIntyre win Money in the Bank in the first match of the night, and maybe Drew McIntyre cashes in during this match. Maybe he makes it a triple threat. Maybe he waits till the end of the match. I don't know which way. But that is something else to keep an eye out for, because you very well don't know that who we could and who we could not see and what could and could not go down. So the Money in the Bank the Money in the Bank match, depending on where it's spotted, it's very important. Because if the women's goes first, maybe the women or whoever wins the women's cashes in. So just keep an eye out for that on Saturday. But Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, obviously I think the only reason why this makes sense is because Seth Rollins lost his title at WrestleMania, and there is rematch clauses, I think, still. So that's the only reason why this makes sense. But other than that, it really don't make too much sense to me, and I'm very confused on why Seth Rollins randomly gets a title match when he just comes back after being out for a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens. I see a lot of shenanigans going down in this match. But in the end, I'm going to say that we don't see Drew McIntyre win. We see CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre in the Money in the Bank match. I didn't say that earlier because I wanted to save it for this. So CM Punk cost Drew earlier in the night. Set that up for SummerSlam. We see Damian Priest win against Seth Rollins. And then Damian Priest goes to SummerSlam, and he loses it to the ring general, Mr. King of the Ring, Gunther. And we walk out of Cleveland, Ohio, as your new WWE champion. It is the ring general. It is Gunther. That was the best Gunther I got. So, those are my predictions for Money in the Bank. Obviously, guys, we will be back here live Saturday. Obviously, we don't have a Q&A, so this is all going to be what the episode is. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy these quick episodes, because if you guys do, maybe I'll do these more. These quick Money in the Bank and quick preview shows if you guys enjoy them more than the long ones. So let me know. But that is Money in the Bank. I know I paused there for a second, but that is Money in the Bank. Remember, we'll be back here live Saturday for Money in the Bank. Come and hang out with your boy Tino as we're back from live stream break, and we're here to watch the show. And we will also be live here watching Sunday Heat Wave to the right of me right there. If you can see that, the Heat Wave right there. Look at that Heat Wave. So if you have not yet, go check out the Heat Wave, or depending on if you haven't yet, or if you watch the Heat Wave first and then you watch the Money in the Bank. Guys, thank you all so much. Remember to go follow all the social medias, become a member, leave a super chat, go get your merchandise. Guys, Lamar got some merchandise. I'm going to make sure he wears that on Saturday for Money in the Bank. So, guys, enjoy this preview show. Enjoy all the other videos. And I will see you all back here live on Tino's Time on Saturday for Money in the Bank.